Welcome back to Africa This Morning. You're now on Table Talk, and today we have a very interesting interview with Cyrus Kabiru, a prolific artist in Kenya. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to Ooro Africa.
Thank you.
Give us a history of your art. It's totally different. It might be dealing with scrap, what would normally discard, but you know, it's something that's presenting a different take of art in Kenya. Share with us.
Yeah, I'm Cyrus Kabiru. I'm an artist. I do paint, I sculpt, and I design. Yeah, but nowadays I'm known by designing the glasses that I wear, which I call them the sea stunners.
You call them?
Sea stunners.
Sea stunners, yeah. Cyrus stunners.
Yeah, Cyrus stunners. And they're big. They're very funny.
They're giant. They're not big. They're just giant.
No, they're big in name, not by size.
Yeah, because they're actually very famous in the international circuit.
Yeah. And I work with trash mostly. Most of my work, I give trash a second chance because yeah, everyone need to live. So even trash, they want to be. A
beautiful portrait there. You give trash a second chance.
Second chance.
Why did you get to that point? You actually felt like trash needed a second chance, something that you would normally discard.
I think as you see, like Nairobi, all over the place, when you walk, the trash all over the place, the recycled material, they're all over the place. And I think when I walk, I don't see waste. I just see material.
Possibilities.
Yeah, and depend with your background where you've grown up. The place I grown up seeing the trash all over the place. So I used to say I can like to give trash a second chance. And luckily, my dad was the one who made me to make the glasses, because he got the real glasses when he was young.
Yeah. And
he messed with them when he was young, and he was beaten by my grandmother, and he hid the glasses from that time.
Yes.
So yeah, he normally he used to tell me, you used to say, Cyrus, if you want to survive in my house, maybe you make your own glasses. I wear.
When you look at all this, is this for you an inspiration to just give those with visual impairments a chance to make that semi-disability a twist of beauty to it?
There, like this one, if you have problem with eyes, you can use this one. You can use this one also.
So what would I see if I'm using this one, surely?
You know, like if you wear that one, because
yes.
Some holes on it, and if your eyes are like not straight,
yes.
If you use this one, you will be at the end. Like if you wear them like some years, the eyes will be straight, according to the doctors also.
So basically, you've actually engaged scientists on this.
Not all of them. Some, like I've sold like 3 to the people who are the doctor told them to get one with holes, but the plastic one, but they decided to get not use the plastic, but to use my glasses to wear them. So it depends with your situation, yeah, and your doctor.
How did you feel the moment someone just suggested something as simple as your metallic shades, sea stunners, as an option for those with, I would say, minor visual impairment?
I think my glasses, my eyewears, they're not just for the disabled, it's for everyone. Yeah, if you see my glasses, you'll get another idea. It's like they inspire everyone, not just yeah, if you can see like you see like this one, this is a top of, I don't know what it's called, a jam, a gem, I think.
The top of a jar of jam.
Yeah. So I just use them. I just join them together with beads and some speakers. You see, it's like there's no, I think, and the umbrella wire. So it's something simple, easy.
You told me before that you did not just create this because it was as a result of inspiration. Challenges led you to this.
Yeah.
What are some of the challenges that you are facing that led you to, even zero in on metal as your option of expression? Share with us.
I think challenges, they made me to be who I am. They made me to reach who I am, because when you work with the recycled material, with the trash, you need to be careful because you might use a poison cans. You might cut yourself with using the metals. So you need to think that before you do what you're doing. So you need to sit down first. You fight the challenge without, you fight with their challenges, psychology, like
basically work within your mind to overcome your challenge.
Yeah, what you'll do, like selling my work is also a challenge because, as you know, having a
unique
glasses,
art.
if you wear something like this in Kenya, now in Africa, people, they'll think that you're witchcraft. So no one will buy this one. Neither you buy a Range Rover or a plot somewhere instead of my work. I think we need to move from that era of like hanging calendars in our house and hang artwork.
And African art at that.
Not even African art. In art, we don't have African or Asian or Europe or such kind. You must have an artwork, even if it's a Chinese one. So we need to move from that level of like hanging calendars to artwork.
Things that express who we are.
You can hang this one on your house, as a painting, as a sculpture, and you can wear at the same time. So
it depends how you want to use it as a form of expression. Share with us how the market has received you. This is very unique art. I believe if I wore this, I believe the streets of Nairobi would part ways. So it's not something that I would walk naturally with on a usual weekday. You know, how has the market received you? The pricing of your goods, expansion of the market to create more, appreciation for metal art?
The market, I think, is changing slowly by slowly. My work is getting
more publicity.
And people who love my work, they buy my work. I don't have people who love my work and they don't buy my work. So they really support me. And I don't know where my work they're there. I don't know how they reach there because I think the people who love my work, if you're my friend like in Facebook, you're the one who put my work at the top.
And you push it out there. So basically for you it has been a word of mouth situation.
Kind of, but internet, it's
the greatest media for you. Because one thing that I saw is that you have inspired a lot of fashion on the first-class developed world couture fashion lines. There's a lot on that. Maybe you can share with us how your experience has been seeing some of your work in some of the runways and inspiration of your work on the runways, and how you felt as a Kenyan artist. It's not just about celebrating
No,
Hollywood.
I'm not a Kenyan artist. I'm an artist from Kenya.
You're an artist from Kenya.
If I say I'm a Kenyan artist, if I say I'm a Kenyan artist, it's like
you hold yourself within the Kenyan boundaries.
You're an artist from Kenya. I've done a lot with my work, with the glasses. I've been invited biennales like Istanbul Biennale.
Yes.
Milan Fashion Week. I was in Milan Fashion Week last year.
Yes.
I was supposed to be in Milan Fashion Week this year, but last March. This month.
Yes, last month.
And but my passport is already full, so I need to renew my passport.
Which is a very good thing. It had better be full than lost.
But then I travel once a month, different countries. I think last month I was in Nigeria. That was my first country to visit in Africa. So when I did an exhibition there, and I sold all of my glasses.
When was the first time that you traveled, and how did you feel the moment you had your art has a platform and there's a market? How did you feel the first time that you got another country interested in having you over?
First of all, I never loved traveling.
Okay.
Because I have a lot of friends, cousins. They believe much in traveling, and I don't follow people, so they praise much about go abroad, blah blah blah. So when I travel my first time, I traveled without even telling, even my mom and my dad. Yeah, they knew that I traveled when I came back. And my first place to travel was in Netherlands. Yeah.
How was it like to feel that
That
another
was,
community loves you, you
was
know?
fantastic because the first trip I did, they treated me like an artist. Yeah,
Yes.
and yeah, I was. They gave me a big budget for me being there. They gave me the driver, the cook, the car.
So basically you were treated like a king.
Yeah, like
In a sense.
like an artist.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was happy because after that, when you want me to travel to a country, you need to have that. You need to.
You've set the precedence that
Yeah.
shows that you have a respect for artists.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that you're putting forward the name artist as a very big identity. What does it mean to you to be an artist?
I
And do you
think-
feel appreciated in Kenya?
I think Kenya, they're not known. I'm not known much in Kenya. I'm
Is that
known-
sad to you? Do you feel like you're being cheated by your own?
No, it's not sad because I think it's my it's up on me because I need to teach Kenyan what's
People to appreciate
art.
their own.
Yeah. So it's my work to, instead of blaming them, it's my work to show them the meaning of art. Why people buy art. Yeah, why it's art important in your house. Because you communicate with art. So, but when I travel, I always sign autograph outside the country.
It's so unusual. They said
And
that prophets are never appreciated in their own country. Like the same case with Jesus, when he
Yeah.
went back to Nazareth, people from his same community were kicking him out because they did not see his value. How will you manage to push people to recognize the value of artists in Kenya, and especially for your kind of unique art, which is selling abroad, but here we still are sort of finding it a bit difficult to buy?
It's hard to train. It's hard to show them the meaning of art. And I've tried. Like I think last year, Botswana was me and some like 3 other artists. We were arrested because of wearing the glasses in town.
Arrested?
Yeah, in Central Police.
What was the charge?
No, they don't know. I think they don't know even why they arrested us.
Okay.
Yeah,
And what
'cause
action did you take? Did you feel offended? Were you offended by the fact that your own art is seen as sort of criminal?
No, I think that's a message. I think you don't need to feel bad. You feel good because if you arrested because of something, that means they have an impact. So I think, I learned something from it. And they arrested like 8 hours, but then they just release us because they don't have anything to charge us on. And I was in a TED
Talks.
TED Talks
Uh-huh.
last year. I did a talk why I do what I do, because I also do sculptures.
Yes.
I sculpt using the bottle tops. Right now I'm doing the series of the street musician. I'm making a band, guy with the guitar, with the piano. Right now I'm doing an exhibition in Stockholm, in a new museum, new architect of something.
New architect of a modern museum.
Yeah, in Stockholm. And I did an exhibition also in a studio museum in Harlem. It's end on January. And that means my work is now getting to good
And it's just gaining prolific recognition all over.
yeah, and like when I started making the glasses, I used to sell like $60 each. That's like 5 years
That was
ago.
then.
Yeah. I used to exchange when I was in school. You do my homework, I give you a pair.
That's an interesting thing right there. Weren't you
Yeah.
not very good with school?
No, I
Weren't you
never
very,
been.
very passionate about everything else?
I
So
think-
you'd exchange this
Yeah.
for homework being done for you.
I started to make my dad happy. So when after I finished the study, I told my dad, no, it's my life, let me do what I want. and I refused to go even to college. And he knew that I'm an artist. I'm kind of an artist. And I told him, no, I don't want to study art. I want to do what I have. If I study, I'll follow the teacher's rules.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let me express what I have. And it was like, okay, go and start your life and enjoy it.
And how did they feel the moment you started your life? I
They
know
never-
in the beginning it must have been a bit difficult.
They never knew what I do. I think my dad knew my work last year.
That's
was
interesting. After a 5-year kilometer,
After
then.
like 5-6 years. Yeah. And last year he was like, Cyrus, I want to see your place. Where
Was it as a result of having heard that you're gaining, you know, some degree of fame?
I think my dad, they don't follow fame and such thing.
Okay.
They-
My son is my son.
Yeah, he's my son.
Yeah.
But at the end, they feel like Cyrus is comfortable now. He's living a good life. Because nowadays I'm living the life I used to admire. I used to feel like I can like to live on a big house. I can like to drive. I can like to do. And my dad thought that at the end I'll go back to him and ask him some money. But then he was like, Cyrus, now I want to see what you do. I want to visit your house, blah, blah, blah. Because I failed my exam. And my dad told me that I always ashamed mingling with my friends, talking to my friend because they always ask the grade you got. And you know, like the problem in Kenya, we believe much in certificates.
Yes.
We believe much in suits. We believe much. We have a lot of to believe. And I think this is a time to change.
The way people think, and especially when it comes to different avenues.
Yeah.
Lupita did a very good kilometer by showing that art is an avenue that people need to respect.
Yeah.
Maybe you can share with us whether you're doing, you have any initiatives to inspire other young people out there who are interested in different art. Do you have forums where they can reach you to be inspired? Do you have, you know, forums where you can sit down with them and guide them if they have different arts, be it in painting, be it in sculpting?
Right now I have a project. I call it outreach. I travel from Nairobi to rural area, targeting the youth there, all generation. Because most of the people, they normally in Nairobi.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you have a project in Nairobi, to me nowadays, I feel like you're doing business with others. You're using people like. We have the problem as an artist, all artists, if you're a musician, you're a visual artist, we all sell poverty. You can't sell poverty and help someone to move. Like selling poverty is like, we always give the story of our background.
Yes.
I grown up from Kibera. Everyone passed by even if you are grown up in Muthaiga, you have the problem that you met. Maybe one day
the challenges that
the challenges.
Yeah.
Maybe one day you miss the breakfast. That's a big challenge for you. So there's no need of you saying, I grown up in Kibera, I grown up in Mathare.
Sell a different story.
Don't sell poverty, sell creativity. Yeah, you don't know where I grown up, and I don't say where I grown up. Because I want to sell my creativity. I don't want to sell
what you want people to see is not your pain.
Yeah.
It's for them to see what exactly has come out from the challenges that you've talked about.
Yeah.
And this is actually it. And you've got an international platform applauding you left, right, and center.
Yeah, and I think this week I got a call from a South African company. I don't know. I don't know Mama or Ama.
You don't even know the greats who are calling you.
So they were like, Cyrus, we want to nominate you this year. I don't know, Ama Award or Mama Award. They're one of the awards in Africa. Because we had your work, blah, 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 doing this and this. And there's a company will sponsor you. It's called Absolute Vodka. But I'm doing an advert next month with Guinness there in South Africa.
Yes.
So, and I was on a situation like I need to choose whether I'll get award with Absolute or whether I'll continue with adverts with Guinness. So there's a thing I'm fighting on it now.
And that's a very good challenge for some
Yeah,
of us.
yeah.
From my perspective, I think it's better to be choosing whether to get an award or whether to get a bundle of money. That's a very great thing. Now,
Yeah.
moving forward, we have the government that says it will support artists. It's putting forward a lot of money to the counties. What are some of the things that the government needs to consider when it comes to injecting money on entertainment and the arts? Because they've said they're a government in support of entertainment and the arts. What do they need to think of even as we close the interview?
I think government, they don't know art, the meaning of art.
I am very at risk right now with your proclamation. Yes.
I think it's good for them to use the money with medical, because medical is direct, you know, it's about the sick people and those things. But saying that you put apart some money to help artists. Who's artist to the government? Artist to the government is the Maasai who dance in the Maasai Mara. People who are welcoming tourists in Mombasa. Those are the artists to the government.
Yes.
But to us, no one understands who we are. And like you'll get like American, they'll do an exhibition, a Kenyan exhibition, art exhibition. Instead of artists to participate, you'll get like the PS wife. She'll be the one who will buy the art, Maasai market art, pack them and go to do for an exhibition as an artist. Yeah. Last year you heard about the Venice Biennale. Kenyan had a tent, but they say they don't have artists. They just invite Chinese to be on the tent.
So we are missing opportunities because there's no clear-cut, let me say, involvement or even collaboration with the genuine artists. And we're just limiting ourselves to the cultural perspective that Maasai art is the only art to sell.
Yeah, not even the Maasai art. Not Maasai.
So
Maasai
curios
market,
and...
the curio.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think what we can do, I think we need to change. And our generation, we need to change. You are young, I'm young. We need, before
we close the chapter, which is very far, in 110 years.
You need to leave a mark.
Yes.
Try to change where you are. If you're a presenter, you need to change that. You know, like...
Welcome back to Africa This Morning. You're now on Table Talk, and today we have a very interesting interview with Cyrus Kabiru, a prolific artist in Kenya. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to Ooro Africa.
Thank you.
Give us a history of your art. It's totally different. It might be dealing with scrap, what would normally discard, but you know, it's something that's presenting a different take of art in Kenya. Share with us.
Yeah, I'm Cyrus Kabiru. I'm an artist. I do paint, I sculpt, and I design. Yeah, but nowadays I'm known by designing the glasses that I wear, which I call them the sea stunners.
You call them?
Sea stunners.
Sea stunners, yes. Cyrus stunners.
Yeah, Cyrus stunners. And they're big. They're very funny.
They're giant. They're not big. They're just giant.
No, they're big in name, not by size.
Yeah, because they're actually very famous in the international circuit.
Yeah. And,
welcome back to Africa This Morning. You're now on Table Talk, and today we have a very interesting interview with Cyrus Kabiru, a prolific artist in Kenya. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to Ooro Africa.
Thank you.
Give us a history of your art. It's totally different. It might be dealing with scrap, what would normally discard, but you know, it's something that's presenting a different take of art in Kenya. Share with us.
Yeah, I'm Cyrus Kabiru. I'm an artist. I do paint, I sculpt, and I design. Yeah, but nowadays I'm known by designing the glasses that I wear, which I call them the sea stunners.
You call them?
sea stunners.
Sea stunners,
Yes.
Cyrus stunners.
Yeah, Cyrus stunners. And they're big. They are very funny.
They're giant. They're not
Yeah,
big, they're just giant.
No, they're big in name, not by size.
Ah,
they're
because
known.
they're actually very famous in the international circuit.
Yeah. And I work with trash mostly. Most of my work, I give trash a second chance because everyone need to live. So even trash, they want to be.
A beautiful
Yeah,
quote right there. You give trash a second chance.
Second chance.
Why did you get to that point you actually felt like trash needed a second chance, something that we would normally discard?
I think as you see, like Nairobi, all over the place, the way that when you walk, the trash all over the place, the material, they're all over the place. And I think when I walk, I don't see waste, I just see material.
Possibilities.
Yeah, and depend with your background where you grown up. The place I grown up seeing the trash all over the place. So I used to say I can like